Hey guys, BIlly Herdzina, HT, Northwest Metro, Minnesota. Just wanted to talk about one of my favorite presentations for catching panfish. I don't usually get out to the big walleye lakes in the area that I'm in the metro. There's just not a ton of terrific walleye opportunities, so a lot of times if I'm out targeting fish that I'm just going to be out chasing panfish. For me, that's what I like. It's something I'm good at. They're pretty easy to catch. But one of my favorite presentations for doing that is trolling a jig. Using like an 1/8 or a 1/16 ounce jig tipped with, you can really tip it with anything you want. This just has a little white, little twister tail on there. Really any color jig head, any color tail. You can totally use anything like tubes or any other colored twister tail, just kind of whatever the fish are after. I mean, really, if you get them in a mood where they're hungry, they're going to kind of eat whatever. This is a little bit bigger setup here. So a lot of times what this is going to do, I mean, typically I think it's going to weed out a lot of times your smaller crappies. So if you are looking for a little bit bigger size, if you size up your plastic, size up your jig, a lot of times you're going to filter out those little guys. Another thing too to note with my setup is I just run it to a swivel. You can tie straight to if you want. I don't think it really matters. I mean, they're chasing a moving target. If they're hungry, they're going to eat it in my eyes. Same thing why I only run braid. Just avoid breaking off, especially this type of method of fishing. You're going to catch a lot of pike, bass. Occasionally you're going to pick up a walleye, depending on the kind of water you're on. You could catch a muskie. You can catch them on anything. So I always run braid, just to avoid broken lines. I mean, if you get snagged, you're going to break your swivel before you're going to break this line. So, and then I'm just running that on the Jimmy Houston Blaze by HT here. This one is a 6-foot 2-piece, medium action spinning combo. It's not the longest setup you're going to ever run in your life, but it's got plenty of sensitivity. I like it because it's nice and lightweight. You got plenty of control. You know, especially if those panfish are really hitting it hard when you're trolling. You know, most of the time when you're doing this application, a lot of times it's gonna be when the water is a little bit warmer. You're gonna be running weed edges. Oftentimes they'll be in the weeds, you know, 10, 12 feet of water with some standing weeds. And you're just gonna be pulling it 0.8, probably to 1.2, 1.3, depending on how heavy your jig is and kind of what the fish are after. You can troll this dry, straight up like this, or you can tip it with a minnow, tip it with a leech, kind of whatever you want. It's one of those presentations that cover water, drop some waypoints when you catch fish, and hopefully it helps you guys out. Tight lines.